Welcome to the fifth video of the step-by-step series about modeling wire bond layouts using MFis wire. In the last video we have just drawn the power wires, and in this video we will now draw the control wires. What you see here is the geometry from our last video. If you didn't follow the last video, you will find a CAD file at the same place where this video is on our webpage, and you can load the file, then you are also on the same level with the geometry. Okay, let's now add control wires. So we just have a layout power wires. Let's just create now a new layer and call it control wires. Give it a color. I make it green and a little bit grayish green, maybe like this. Okay, I make it the current layer, and I can start drawing a bond wire from here to here. So this time I use the bond wire tool. It has only a source and destination bond, no stitch bond. So before we use this tool, now we are using this tool. Okay, again, we don't have a layout yet. We are asked whether we want to create a new layout. Yes, and this time the control wire might have a lower diameter. Just create 0.2 mm instead of 0.371 and click OK. Now we can start drawing a wire. So we want to snap the center of this pad. So this now works perfectly. So the problem you would have if you, for instance, have this termination layer turned on, exactly this one, then you might not know where to snap. Is it snapping because there is some thickness of the layer? So you have first to really turn this off and then snap this sketch geometry. So let's again use the wire bond tool. Now we are safe. We snap the center and the center of this radius here. You see, sometimes it's disturbing the snap, so it snaps to perpendicular instead of center. You might just turn off the snaps you don't like, and then it's easier to snap center, for instance, like this. Okay. And now we want to adjust the rotation of the foot. So we just have already this Y definition object selected. Let's now choose the foot parameters here, and we want to change it to snap to axis. Okay, it snaps now to the closest axis, and here it is not the axis we want to have this axis. So we have to apply a rotation of 90 degrees in counterclockwise direction. Okay, like this. I'm happy. Yeah, good. And now we might move a little bit this wire more into the pad. Again, we select this point, and now we can just use the arrow keys. Okay. Again, I read here 0.1 millimeter per key hit, so now I've moved in total 0.2 millimeter. So I think it was 0.5 millimeter, this radius of the fillet, plus 0.2 should be 0.7. You can also measure from, okay, need to go to wireframe mode, from here to and 0.7 millimeters. Perfect, what I expected. Okay, shaded mode. And now let's mirror the whole layout to the other chips here. So I select all wires and the mirror command here, and I must specify a mirror axis between the two IGBTs. I select the between command, and then I can specify snap to a point here. endpoint here and endpoint here. And now I'm between these two chips, and I need to specify the right direction, correct direction for mirroring, like this. Okay, it has mirrored it to the other side. The only problem we see is here, the rotation is wrong. So I have to select the wire definition object and use the foot parameters dialog to change the rotation from 90 to minus 90 degrees. Okay, now I want to do a final gate wire from here to here. Just again the bond wire tool from here to here. I move it here inside the pad a bit to 200 microns, and here maybe I don't know where this exactly is, then I want to just align these with this foot. This is of course possible. It's better to be in wireframe mode. Then we see the points, this point and this point. There is one tool which is this one. We can set the x coordinate, select objects to transform. So this object here. Okay, I press enter when done. I press enter, and now I can set the x coordinate. The others I don't set, only the x coordinate. I click OK. I set it to this point, and now they are aligned in x. This is a method. Okay, there's another method. I now hit Ctrl Z. Okay, we just experienced a small bug now. When you hit Ctrl Z, suddenly the wire curve and wire poly surface layer, they got unlocked. This can happen, and it's not good because now you can select these objects, and we don't want these to be selectable typically. So what you do is just manually lock them again. Okay, so the other method to align with this is this smart track. So I turn on, I don't even need to turn on the intersection objects. No, I think the only thing I need is point, and yeah, point is the only snap I need, I guess. Okay, I want to move this. I select the point, select the move command. Okay, move from here to, now I activate this point and I follow along this line, and it snaps to the intersection. Okay, now it is aligned with this. So the other method is using smart track. It is sometimes good. I turn it off again, and again back to the shaded view. So now we've created all gate bond wires, and we have used just the power wires templates. We haven't created a new template. Let's now look at the templates. So we have created the wires using this template. So we could have before defined a new template. Let's do it now. Click new, and it copies just this template, and we name it control wires. The only thing we could have done differently reasonably would be this rotation, make it always snap to axis, for instance. Okay, and now let's apply this to the wires. So templates are not automatically linked to wires you created. Only when you create a new wire, it will take the parameters defined in a template, and then it is unlinked from the template. But you can apply parameters of a template to wires by hitting apply to wires. Now, for instance, we can apply to this wire and hit enter key. Okay, we have to select rotation reference because this is exactly what we want to apply. Rotation reference means snap to axis or whatever, so this is what we need to apply. Okay, and it worked. We might also change the loop height in the template. Okay, but yeah, it worked, the alignment. And we might now specify another loop height. So okay, you see the active template is still power wires. We can also make the control wires the active template, so for new wires, but anyway we have drawn already all wires, so it doesn't matter. But let's now see what's going to happen if we change the 2.5 millimeters and apply it and just close, so nothing happens. So this wire is not linked to the template. No wire is linked to the template. So let's again open the template. If we want to apply it to a wire, we have to again apply to wire, and especially this wire could maybe be made a little bit smaller in height. So I select it and hit the enter key, and I must ensure that the height here is selected. Okay. Now I'm happy with the layout. Okay, one thing is remaining. I want to maybe tune a little bit the loop shape here. I'm happy with these loops. This one seems to me a little bit high on the diode. So I select one of the first of these stitched wires, and I go to loop parameters here. And we have 4 loops of this wire, and with 4 height values here. And the first value is for the first loop. We started on the diode to draw, that's why the first is this one. So I put it to 2.5 instead of 3 millimeters. Click apply. And also the shape here I want to adjust a little bit. So I change the support point parameters to -4, -1, 1. And it looks now different. The exact meaning of these parameters you can learn from another video about the support point parameters. It's well illustrated there. Okay, now I'm happy with the shape of these loops in this wire, and now I copy these parameters of this wire to all the other wires, and this I do by the copy parameters button here. So I select now all the other wires here, hit the enter key, and again I want just to copy everything. Click OK, and now the other wires are the same as this wire. Okay, I think we have done our layout. Maybe we turn on again the other layers we have hidden, this and this layer. Okay, this is our little power module. Great. Okay, there are some more videos coming, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and hope to see you soon. Have a nice day.